of clause conjunctions. Then it becomes a complex sentence for us. I'm not teaching you today about compound and complex. I'm just making you understand how conjunctions are helpful. I can say I am sitting in the class, but Rima is traveling. Rima is traveling, if I take away, is an independent sentence. I am sitting in a class, it's an independent sentence. But I joined with what conjunction? But. That's what we are trying to say. So that's what conjunctions does. They basically are coordinating conjunctions. Now you have got conjunctions which coordinate. Okay. So coordinating conjunctions are conjunctions that join two or more items. What are those items? They coordinate. It's the word in itself makes you understand that they try and have a coordination. So when we do a coordination in regular life also, what do? We try and connect with the A person, with the B person, and we ensure that A and B do not have a problem because you are the middleman there. So you coordinate between these two people and ensure that everything is done properly. Here also, the coordinating conjunctions actually help for more than two items also at times. So, but these all the items, that means whether it is their words, whether they are main clauses or there is a mnemonic acronym. It's an acronym to learn conjunctions. Fanboys. So fanboys means you have got for, you have got and, that means F stands for, A stands for and, N stands for nor, B stands for but, O stands for or, Y stands for yet, and S stands for so. So it's very important to keep this fanboys acronym with you. And let's understand what does this meaning of fanboys makes. What do you understand and the placing of it basically. Now, important part here for all of you, those who have joined me, keep a diary or a notepad or take a snapshot of what we are teaching you right now, because these are such beautiful, expressive PPTs that you normally don't find. They are not placed in such a manner the way it comes to you people for understanding. So I will go quite slow in making you understand these conjunctions. So till that time, I'm giving you a minute, find out your notepad and pencil, and then we'll start doing it. Let me see who all have joined me. Okay. Okay. So here we are. We're talking about the coordinating conjunction. So here we are talking about for. For is a conjunction which, what is this meaning? That means if I have to use for, what does the for explains itself? What does it talk about? So for is used when it explains a reason or purpose. I am going there for a wedding. So there is a reason for attending something. There is a reason for moving out of the house. So when you have to give a reasoning for connecting the words or the sentences or the clause or the phrase, then you have to use this conjunction, which is called as for. Now there is an example. They do not gamble or smoke, for they are self-disciplined. Now that's a very good sentence where they are giving you the reason and the purpose. Both things are resolved there. For. Now if I take away for, just see the beauty of understanding the simple and the sentences getting connected. They do not gamble or smoke. It in itself, it is a complete sentence. This is also a complete sentence when they say they are self-disciplined. They both are two simple sentences, but they are coordinated, they have been connected with a conjunction which is called as for. Now, for has a meaning, purpose, or a reason. I hope you understood. And presents non-contrasting items or idea. Non-contrasting, that means sometimes they do not have the same thought. They differ in the thoughts, okay? And sometimes they have the same thought. So it both the ways we use and there, when we are trying to coordinate between non-contrasting items or an idea which are different from each other. They gamble and they smoke. Now, this is a contrast part of it when we are talking here about and smoke. Okay, nor is used to present an alternative of negative idea to an already stated negative idea. Now, nor in itself, NOR, nor, is a word which is used for negative. Negative ideas means no ideas. So already there is something negative, a thought, one thought is already negative, and now you have to attach another thought, which is also negative. Now for that you require one conjunction, and the only one conjunction which works for negative is nor the teacher nor the student was listening to the principal, something like this. So it is like negative already for the teacher and negative already for the students there. So they do not gamble nor do they smoke. Okay, now it's not necessarily that we are talking here about something negative. No, it's not talking about the negative aspect. It's basically talking about trying to differ between two ideas which are an alternate. They could be an alternate of something which is a negative, or something, an idea which is already floated as a negative part, but presents a contrast or exception. It gives you a contrast or exception. Contrast here means I was on time, but the class didn't start. So that's a contrast. That means when you're trying to say that everything started, I reached on time from the office and everything was done, but the moment I reached there, class didn't start. But so they are not similar situations, they are different situations. So when you are talking about contrast situations, or when you are talking about exceptions means something we are trying to keep it besides something kind of a thing, where you say they gamble but they do not smoke. So there is like one part is there but the other part is not there. Okay, so there also we use this but part. Or, as the name states, and this has been used at n number of times, that means something which we regularly use, or is actually an alternative. We always use this kind of conjunction when we are talking about choices. So presents an alternate item or idea. It could be any kind of choices. You can take this room or the other one. So you can take the room is single sentence, or the other one, that means other one, only the other one is a phrase there. So you are connecting them with which particular conjunction? Or. Yet, introducing a contrasting idea that follows the preceding idea. That means when there is one thought, one idea which is already introduced. Suppose there is a sentence which is already giving you one thought. Okay, but the next part of the sentence is giving you an idea which is logically somewhat of it similar. For example, they gamble yet they do not smoke. Now the logic here is, for understanding part, is that it's very contrasting situation. Suppose it's normally understood that people who gamble, they are going to drink and smoke, but they are saying no, they gamble but they don't smoke, yet they don't. So it's a contrasting situation, it's a different situation. The first part is talking about different and the second part of the sentence is talking about absolutely different. They are not connecting it. So there also we are using yet. So yet is basically introducing a contrasting idea that follows the preceding idea logically. That means it is interconnected with the first logic that is coming in the first part of it. So indicating effect or result or consequences. Indicating effect like he gambled well last night, so he smoked a cigar. That means it gives you the second part of the sentence, like when we're connecting the sentence or the phrase, the first part has given the idea, but the second part is getting connected with this conjunction so, because it wants to indicate that what happened with that result. That means the first thing that he had done, the first part of the sentence is giving you whatever was done, and the second part is connecting you by saying it that because that was done, so this has happened. I hope you are understanding it. So that's a result, that's a consequences basically for this. So I hope you understood clearly fanboys. Fanboys here, I hope you understood the fanboys acronym. Keep that in mind for conjunctions. And it says very, very clearly this conjunctions for fanboys. F stands for, A stands for and, N stands for nor, B stands for but, O stands for or, and Y stands for yet, and S stands for so. Don't forget this acronym. It's the best and the easiest way to learn conjunctions. Let's see the fill-ups. I like both dogs as well as cats, or and cats, or and cats. Okay. So that means I am talking about the moment it said both. Good. Here, just check what I am saying here. I like both. So they have already given us two choices there. I like both dogs and cats. So already that means you're talking about two things. The sentence in itself is saying yes. So it has to be connected and joined with and. I like chicken dash not fish. It's simple. Are we correct? Yes. Who else has given me the right answer? Okay, next. Mickey, my cat, loves having his head scratched and hates getting his claws in butts. That means there is one part that she likes and the other part is something that she doesn't like. So there we are using but. My dog terrorizes the poodless next door, yet adores the German Shepherd across the street. Now see how this conjunction yet is used. My dog terrorizes the poodlers next door. Okay, adores the German Shepherd across the street. That means the poodle that we have the next door. That is something he doesn't like at all. But he likes. But the other part is that he likes German Shepherd. So that's a contrasting situation. One part says that he doesn't like this, the second part says that yet he likes that. That means it's not that he doesn't like the dogs. He says that one part of dog, one section or one breed of dog is not like, so but the other breed is like. So yet is used here, that contradictory part. My dog refuses to eat dry dog food. Will he touch soup? No. So my dog refuses to eat. Banish. Okay. My dog banish. He'll try and solve the answers. I know they're going quite fast. So might be because of that also you're having a problem. My dog refuses to eat dry dog food. Nor will he touch soup. That means whether it is dry or whether it is liquid, both the parts is not liking. So nor here is saying no, negative form by saying no, doesn't like, no. Okay, so there we are using no. I hate to waste a single drop of olive oil for, we need to give a reason there. Okay, for, very good. For, we have to give a reason. Huh? The next part of the sentence is it is expensive. So you will use for. Abir, Binesh and Heer, just pay attention to the class. Even though I added cream to the coffee, Pluto ignored his serving. Dash, I got a spoon and ate it myself. So, if I give this logic so give a logic there and you say so. Going to the next. Mary jumped out of John's car and slammed the door. She could not tolerate one more minute of the heavy metal music that John insisted. Can I say for? Yes, that's the logic. Absolutely, Benish is right. Correct. Absolutely right there. See, they're giving a logic there. Mary jumped out of John's car and slammed the door. Slamming the door means just, pushing the door very hard. When you're like, you get so irritated when the other person is not listening and you want to just slam it out. So that slamming part that they are using for, and the reason that they are giving for this is for she could not tolerate one more minute of the heavy metal music that John insisted on blasting. Joe spent 7 hours studying calculus at the Mexican diner. Now he can set his math book on fire with his salsa green. Can I say so? Yes. So, logic again there coming with us. Don't move, I'll kill you. That's an option we have. So, it's very clear they're giving an option to us. Don't come near to me or I'm going to kill you. Okay, next. I haven't really studied for this exam. I feel a little nervous. Haven't really. So, logic. All our logics there. Next. I don't enjoy either playing or watching, either playing and watching, neither playing or neither playing nor watching football. No. The reason is the sentence already has don't. Now that's the reason I gave the wrong answer there. Let's understand. It says when the sentence in itself has got don't, the negative part, then you don't use neither and nor. So what you have to use here is either playing or watching football. So that's a choice of part. So you will not choose there neither. This conjunction that you are going to use here is or. See, the sentence says, I don't enjoy. So whenever it is don't already, that means not or don't, the negative aspect of word is already mentioned. You will never choose neither or nor. Why? Because don't is already mentioned. So we cannot have again mentioning the same part. Fine, first tip. Second tip here is that when they are saying I don't enjoy, it's basically the choices that they have given. From those choices, the closest coming is either playing or watching football. Both parts there. Okay? She is either very lucky, but very clever, yet very clever, nor or very clever. So that means there are times, okay, Sachi, welcome to the class. Okay, so here they are saying, they're talking about an individual who is, either the individual is lucky that she gets away with everything, or the other part is that she is very clever. So I want Benish and Heer and MD and Neeraj. You have joined a little late. I'll take back you along with the conjunctions again to understand what it is. But right now, let's complete this section first. Pick the correct option. He doesn't like cats, nor he likes dogs. He doesn't like cats, nor does he likes dogs. So which option are you going to take? Benish, that's wrong. Second one. Because see, that he doesn't, I said right now, when it is already mentioned, he does not like cats, nor does he like dogs. He does not like cats, nor he likes. So when don't is already mentioned, does needs to follow after nor. Neither and nor part I'm talking about. So whenever there is nor, that's an option based, whenever nor is mentioned, okay, firstly. And then in a sentence, you see does not is also mentioned. So you will have to place it with the second part of sentence. Again, you have to place does. Understood? In the previous same sentences, I said that you will not choose. If does is already written, don't choose neither or nor. Neither and nor goes together, firstly. Whenever neither is already mentioned there, does is already mentioned there, avoid using neither, but neither or nor. If you are using nor, only nor, then repeat does again with the second part of the sentence. I am not going to finish my work today, neither tomorrow. I am going to finish my work today, nor tomorrow. Quickly now pick up which is the right. No, that's wrong. The second one is right. Neither he, good. Neither will be, nor will be used here as nor is used before the second or further or two or more alternatives. The first being introduced by negatives such as neither or nor to indicate that they are each untrue and did not happen. I am not going to finish my work today nor tomorrow. So it's basically connected and saying the nor part there to make understand both the facts. So this is all what we had today for the class, but those who have all joined late, I would like to again take back because the few slides that we had discussed initially are very, very important. So we are here talking about conjunctions, which are, they actually connect the words, sentences, phrases, and clauses. They are coordinating, they actually coordinate the conjunctions between the two sentences, two clauses, two equally important sentences also. So most important word, the acronym that you should keep in your mind for conjunctions is fanboys. FANBOYS. This acronym, each word has got a conjunction. So F is for, A is for and, N is for nor, B is for but, O is for or, Y is for yet, and S is for so. Now each conjunction carries its importance. That's what I said. This is very important slide. Those who have joined late, Neeraj, I'm especially focusing on you. Sachi also joined late. Please see what right now I have again come back to the same slide to make things clear to you. The fanboys acronym that I'm talking to you, the conjunction for means explains the reasons or the purpose. Conjunction and presents non-contrasting items or deals. Nor used to present an alternative negative idea. You're saying something, I'm not able to see the chat of yours. Just a second. Are you saying something to me? Did you write something to me? Please type it out. I cannot see anything. Neeraj, you want to say something? I have allowed you to speak.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Are you able to understand? Is my voice clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
Yes, ma'am. I'm trying.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Now we are talking about fanboys. So F for and we did this, and now nor. Again coming up with nor. Now nor is actually used for connectors where you are trying to give an alternative negative idea to an already stated negative idea. They do not gamble. Do not. Do not is what already a negative thought in the first sentence is given there, and then again you are going to use it nor. So they do not nor. Again that way we were talking about neither and nor. Those are choices words there. Neither this and nor this. Okay. So when we are using nor, the first part is already talking about the negative. So the second part carry forwards with the sentence called nor. But not the sentence, the conjunction word nor. And then we have got but, which presents a contrast or exception. Contrast differs. First part differs from the second part. That's a contrast that we could call there. So the first part of the sentence is differing with the second part of the sentence. Now in that case, if I have to join such sentences, I have to use but. Or is alternative choices. Whenever there are sentences where have to be joined together, but they are actually choices. They are actually three choices, or this or that. So there you are using this conjunction or yet. Yet is an you introduce a contrasting idea that follows the preceding ideas logically. Yet with little logical part that they gamble yet they don't smoke. Now what is actually, you have already introduced a thought, the thought of gambling, but the thought with gamble comes is what happens the moment you know a person gambles, it's understood that he would be drinking and smoking, but then there would be people who are different from the other people. Like for example, you can say he is born with a silver spoon, yet he is very humble. That means he's got a lot of money, but then still he doesn't pay any heed to it. Like, it's okay if it is money, what do I do? It's not my money, I didn't earn it. Getting it? That's a difference. Then we use it. So indicates effect, results, or consequences. So is basically has got, see, three different aspects that we can use here with so, which gives an effect of it. Like if you do this, so this will happen. The result is there, effect, okay, or it's the consequences. So all three are actually similar kinds of words, effect or result or consequences. So is used for when you are trying to talk about effect or consequences. So he gambled well last night, so he smoked a cigar. That means a lot of money was already given away, so now he's left with nothing but the cigar. So that's all that we have for today's class. If you have got anything to ask anyone, please tell me. I would like to cater to your questions now. Before signing off, we have a lot of time still left. Anyone from YouTube, if you have anything to ask, put it on chat. Neeraj, if you have to say something, you can please ask me.
No, ma'am. Actually, I am late, ma'am. I will.
That's the reason, Neeraj, I had taken back for the main slide, which was the most important. Would you like
Yes,
to
ma'am.
see the Would you like to see the question, the fill-ups that we have done? Would you like to see those fill-ups?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We have time, so I have no issues in going back. This is what we started off. This is the last slide that we did.
Okay.
Okay, this is what the introduction for fanboys was. Now, when we go ahead and then when we use it, we like both dogs and cats. Now, see here, Neeraj, the moment it is used both, that means they're talking for more than one. So automatically the conjunction and is going to be used to join the cats part. So what are conjunctions doing? They are joining the words, they're joining sentences, they're joining sentence with phrase, they're joining clauses. So that's exactly the connecting part or expression part, which sometimes is quite longer. Conjunctions play a very important part. I like chicken dash not fish, but that means I am a non-vegetarian because I am eating chicken. I'm talking about the sentence here. So I am a non-vegetarian, but I have a choice. So there is one thing which is my favorite, but the other part I don't like it. I don't drink. The same like he gambles, but he doesn't score. Now, Mickey, my cat, loves having his head scratched. Dash hates getting his claws trimmed. That means when cleaning part is done with the cat, there is one part she likes it, but the other part she doesn't like it. So when it is a contradictory statement, so the first statement is contradicting with the second statement, then we are using but. My dog terrorizes the poodles next door. That means the poodles that we have the next door, the dog that we have the next door, my own dog is going to terrorize him. But the moment I have, but the German Shepherd across the street, he adores. So very contradictory situation it is. So there also we are using yet as a conjunction. That means in the first part, you will feel that the dog doesn't like dogs at all. The pet doesn't like any dog, but that's not the situation. He doesn't like one dog, but he likes other dogs. My dog refuses to eat dry dog food, nor will he touch soup. So that means both places he's having eating problems. So nor is an optional based thing that we have to use. Nor is an optional base that we have to use there. Okay. Going to the next, I hate to waste a single drop of olive oil. Now, after that word, after the blank, it says it is expensive. Now, here you have to use conjunction for reason is given there. The next part, after conjunction is used, the words, the phrase that you have, the phrase it is expensive is actually giving a reason. That the reason of not dropping a single olive oil because it is expensive. So instead of using because, you are using for, it is expensive. So whenever there is a reasoning to be given, you have to use for conjunction. Even though I added cream to the coffee, Pluto ignored his serving. So I got a spoon and I ate it myself. Again, the reason there. First part is saying something and the second part is giving a logic to the first part. So there you have to use so. Next.
Mary jumped out of.
Yes, read Neeraj.
Okay.
Neeraj,
Yes,
read,
ma'am.
read, read. I liked your reading. Please read.
Yes, ma'am. Mary jumped out of John's car and slammed the door. As she could not tolerate one more minute for the heavy metal music that John instead on blasting.
Okay, so here it is John's sir, sir. The sound of sir is wrong there, sir. It is not she, it is she. And then it says John insisted. The places wherever S is coming, there is a difference on your speech. So that part you have to work. Now tell me why we are using this conjunction for instead of nor and. Why do we use for? If you have paid attention in the class, you will understand it. Try. Neeraj, try. Answer is on the screen there, for. You are going to place for is the right option. Okay. Mary jumped out of John's car and slammed the door. उसने बहुत जोर से दरवाजा बंद किया. क्यों? She could tolerate, क्योंकि वो जो म्यूजिक बज रहा था वो उसको अब 1 मिनट और भी टॉलरेट नहीं कर पा रही थी. जिसको जॉन इंसिस्ट कर रहा था वो अपना ब्लास्ट कर रहा है बट वो सुन नहीं पा रही थी. तो उसने लॉजिक दिया ना. पहली चीज दरवाजे को जोर से भेड़ने का, स्लैम करने का लॉजिक दे रहे हैं सेकंड पार्ट ऑफ द सेंटेंस में. तो हम जब भी लॉजिक देते हैं, व्हेनेवर वी आर गिविंग अ लॉजिक, फॉर द फर्स्ट रीजन कनेक्टिंग विद द सेकंड यू यूज फॉर. सिंपल इज दैट. एंड हम कब काम में लेते हैं? जब हम दो सेम थॉट्स को जोड़ने की कोशिश करते हैं. नॉर हम कब काम में लेने की कोशिश करते हैं? जब हम में नेगेटिव चॉइसेस की हम कई बार बात करते हैं. नॉर बटरस्कॉच, neither butterscotch nor vanilla was tasty at Gaurav Towers, whatever example it is. Okay, so that way we can use it. Joe spent 7 hours studying calculus at the Mexican diner. Dash, now he can set his math book on fire with his salsa bread. So now again the logic is there. So now the difference understanding here is that Joe spent, because he has already learned so much. Now he can spend, now he can be easy on himself. So now he can, relax and just enjoy himself because most of the learning has been done. So when the logic of understanding carry forwards with the second part of it, we are using so there.
Mhm.
Or I will kill you. Again, that's a choice given there. Both sentences are giving. Don't move is one sentence. I will kill you. That is second sentence. Now,
Yes.
when you join them, it's an option based. So I will use or. I haven't really studied for this exam. One sentence, one part. I feel a little nervous. Second part. So now because you have not read, so you are feeling nervous. So the logic is moving. So I have to use, instead of because, we are using so. Conjunction part there. Fanboys, that's very, very important. Neeraj, keep that in mind. In today's class, there is only one thing that you need to keep it with you. Just keep it in your mind and just focus on that. If I have to join something, I need to focus on fanboys. Simple logic. Fanboys, the moment you try and divide these fanboys, you will understand, okay, F stands for what, A stands for what, N stands for what, and then that's an easy way of learning. So she is neither very lucky or very clever. Either very lucky or very clever. So it might be they're talking about something that she's getting away with. So both choices are given there. Hope you understood what is there in the class, because rest classes you were with me. Neeraj, I hope I could help you in some way.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much for joining Hello English. All those who have joined me through YouTube, thank you so much for joining and making an effort to open the applications or coming up and joining our direct classes, online classes. We also try and make efforts to make your life a little easy. Still, if you feel that there is something that is lacking behind, something that you really want to rectify, please put it on the chat box or the mail addresses. Thank you so much. Signing off, Veena. I'll join you back on Tuesday at 6 o'clock. Thank you so much. God bless you. Stay safe.